let's just start with our around the world. So shift your body weight to one foot, take some ankle rolls to the right, to the left, point flex, and then switch to the other leg. And get your point flex. Step your feet together, bend at the knees, and start by taking some big knee circles. As you draw circles with the knees, you're also mobilizing the ankles, just kind of exploring range of motion there. And switch directions. Now come back to standing with your feet hip distance apart, soft bend in the knees, soft bend in the hips. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale as you sweep them back behind you. Let's do 10. Stand up, step your feet nice and wide, big hip circles, draw wide circles with the hips, swing to the right, to the left. If you find a point that just feels really nice, lean into that. So this weekend I started a fun project that I have done before on and off over the years, but I figure now is a great time to revisit it. I started brewing a new batch of kombucha. And for those of you who've ever or never grown your own kombucha, if you're on Instagram, I'm like saving the story on a highlight so you can kind of see the progress over time. And if you've ever wondered how to do it, I kind of made it a little bit of a how-to, because over the years I've had some people ask me like, oh, how do I grow my own kombucha? My little spoiler tip here, and if you have more questions about it, I'll tell you after class, is that you don't need any special equipment. You don't need to get a SCOBY from someone else. You can grow your own batch of kombucha from a bottle of kombucha that you bought at the store. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And those of you who are curious about it, you can stick around afterward and I'll tell you more about it. And maybe I'll even show you my batch of kombucha that's growing so beautifully right now. All right, come up to the arms. Let's get some arm swings. Right over left, left over right. And then similar sort of scenario, swing the arms overhead. So our workout today is another one of those total body workouts, but the format is going to be a little bit different. I thought since we're in a new month, this is our 5th Monday together, I figured I might try something a little bit different, and if you like it today, maybe we'll spend all of May doing this format. The format is Tabata. And so what we'll be doing today is bursts of intense activity. Basically, Tabatas are 4 minutes of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And if you'll do the math, 4 minutes winds up to be 8 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Tabata, I'll tell you a little bit more about like what the movements are going to do, but Tabata, the philosophy of it is designed to be intense, right? That for 20 seconds, you can go all out because you know that you're gonna have a 10-second break coming up. And so that's the agreement that I'm making with you and you're making with me, is that you're gonna put in 100% effort for 20 seconds because you know that you will get 10 seconds of rest. And today, because this is the way I like to do Tabata, we're gonna do A-B-A-B style. So you're not gonna do the same movement all the way through the Tabata. You're gonna do one movement, 10 seconds of rest, another movement, 10 seconds of rest. Back to the first movement, 10 seconds of rest, second movement, 10 seconds of rest. And so you're gonna get to alternate, and we'll get to get into some opposing muscle groups. Okay, back to our warm up here. I got some neck rolls. I guess this is the part where I would play a little trivia game. Who knows, and you don't have to answer, I'll just tell you, but who can guess what country the inventor of Tabata is from. Japan. So the idea of the Tabata rep scheme was invented by a doctor whose last name is Tabata, and he invented that specific pattern of a 4-minute working interval of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for a total of 4 minutes. Okay, go ahead and lie down on your mat. Let's get some scorpions. Go ahead and be on your backside to begin. Cross your left leg over the right, right leg over the left. Just some nice, comfortable, dynamic twists here, starting to warm up those big movers, the glutes. And then go ahead and roll over to your front side. And let's get some scorpions on this side too. All right, come back to center. Still here on your front side. Reach forward, point the toes behind you. Let's get some Supermans. Pick up the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up to a push-up, and let's hold here in plank for just a few breaths. So a plank is going to be one of the movements of one of the Tabatas. What I've got written down is actually a forearm plank, so this high plank is an option, or if you want to try a forearm plank, you would lower down onto your forearms. And the idea here, whether you're in a high or a low plank, is that you find lift through the shoulders between the shoulder blades here, right? We're not slouching down into our back, we're staying neutral with the spine. So a forearm plank is good if a high plank bothers your wrists. Both going to be great options. Okay, so let's go back to some inchworm push-ups here. So go ahead and lift it back to downward facing dog, tailbone toward the sky, and start by pedaling the feet right, left, bend one knee, then the other. Now glance up at the hands, and lower into a plank. Take a push-up, and back to downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the feet, come up to standing, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold, walk it out to a plank. Take another push-up. We're going to do 5 of these inchworm push-ups. Move slow and controlled. Four more. Three more. Two more. Last one. Walk your hands back. And step your feet about mat width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Drop the body weight into the heels, and let's sink into a nice low, low squat. We're gonna hang out here for a few breaths. Hook the elbows inside the knees, press the knees nice and wide, and shift the shoulders up, gazes forward. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, straighten up the legs into a wide leg forward fold. Inhale into the bottom of the squat again. I like to use my hands as support on the floor. Exhale into the fold. Inhale into the squat. Exhale into the fold. 3 more. Inhale into the squat. Exhale into the fold. Inhale into the squat. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands back out to a plank. You can step your feet together or you can keep them wide for support. Let's do a few little Spiderman touches. So knee to elbow, right, left, right, left. Maintain that tension in the core. See if you can actually make contact between your knee and your elbow. So that requires maybe even a little bit of an elbow bend to present the elbow toward the knee. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Quick feet, butt kickers. Kick the heels toward the booty. Shake the arms, shake the shoulders out. So that's going to be key today during our Tabata movements, is that I oriented a lot of these movements to be opposing muscle groups. Not all of them, but the idea is that you should be able to relax muscles that could use 20 seconds of rest so you can use them again. High knees. So use even those 20 seconds of movement to perhaps relax the arms if you're working on your legs during that 20 seconds of work. Okay, go ahead and relax. All right, so here's the way this is gonna work. I'm gonna get started with a timer. Not right now, but I will keep track of the timer. And what I'll do is I'm setting it for 4 minutes, and I'll keep an eye on it. And so I will keep meticulous track of the time because, like I said, the agreement is that you are giving it 100%. I'm gonna move a little closer because the car just fired up next to me. The agreement is that you're giving it 100% effort during those 20 seconds of work because you know that there's 10 seconds of rest and then 20 seconds of a different movement. So just to recap the format of the Tabata, in case it seemed confusing, I'm gonna set a timer for 4 minutes. Movement 1, and these are the 2 movements of the first Tabata. So the first movement is gonna be a flutter kick. You will do 20 seconds of flutter kick and then 10 seconds of rest. We'll do this all together. And then we move to crossbody mountain climbers for 20 seconds and then 10 seconds of rest. And if you're doing the math, now we're up to a minute total of work. And then we'll go back to the first movement, 20 seconds of flutter kicks, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of crossbody mountain climbers, 10 seconds of rest. That brings us up to the second minute. Then we go back to the beginning. 20 seconds of flutter kicks, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of crossbody mountain climbers, 10 seconds of rest. Last time through, 20 seconds of flutter kicks, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of crossbody mountain climbers, 10 seconds of rest. And that's 4 minutes, and then you're done with those 2 movements. And we'll take a quick breather while we talk about the next 2 movements. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate, and you can practice these too if you want. If you've never done flutter kicks before, this is what flutter kicks look like. Your legs are straight. I like to point my toes. You can make this challenging by picking your head and shoulders off the mat. You can make it a little easier by having your head down. Have the legs straight and kick right, left, like you're underwater. I like to have my hands beneath my butt. I don't know why. I think it just creates a little bit of an anchor. Okay, and then after 20 seconds of flutter kicks, you're going to flip over. And crossbody mountain climbers means try to get your knee to the opposite elbow, all right? So we're not going to the same elbow, we're going across the body. I'm stepping right, left. If you have it in you, try running. Can you hop right to left? Lots of core tension, and there's a little bit of a cardio burst in there too. Okay, those are the first 2 movements. The nice thing about today's movement pattern is that you only have to keep track of 2 movements at a time. Do we have any questions? Okay, so if you're with me, we're gonna get started with the flutter kicks, 20 seconds of flutter kicks, and then I'll count out all the breaks and everything. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! 20 seconds. Point the toes, right, left, continuous movement for 20 seconds. Check in with your core, press the low back into the earth. 3, 2, 1. Didn't I tell you it goes really fast? So go ahead and roll over, and you have 10 seconds to rest here. 3, 2, 1. This is crossbody mountain climbers, right, left. Really short intervals. 3, 2, 1. Flip over onto your back. 10 seconds of rest. 3, 2, 1. Flutter kicks for 20. Fire up the core. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. You've got 10 seconds of rest. So remember, these 10 seconds are for transitions. They're also for rest, so that you can approach the start with 100% effort. Here we go. 20 seconds of work. Cross body mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Nice, you're done. Flip it over. You're halfway through this Tabata. 3, 2, 1. Flutter kicks. Three, 2, 1. Flip it over. 3, 2, 1. Crossbody mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Last time doing each of these movements. It goes by fast. 20 seconds. Leave it all here. 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1. Flip it over. Take a deep breath. Let it go. 3, 2, 1. Crossbody mountain climbers. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. That's one Tabata. So now that you kind of have a feel for what that looks and feels like, you know that it's 4 minutes. You know that it's 4 minutes. You know that during those 20 seconds of work, you are bringing an explosive burst of energy. And during the rest, all you're doing is breathing and transitioning. The next Tabata. Should I tell you how many Tabatas we're doing today? I think I'm going to, just so you can maybe pace yourself. I have 6 planned. We just did 1. So I have 5 more Tabatas planned. I think we can make it through all of them, especially if we're very efficient during these rests. Okay, bring it, Doug says. I like that. Okay, so the first movement of Tabata number 2 is a forearm plank. This is nice because you have an isometric hold. You just dial it in and you hold and you breathe and you make it through. You don't have to worry about reps. After the forearm plank, you're gonna stand up and it's jumping lunges. Okay, so just a quick conversation about jumping lunges. This is what they'll look like, and then we'll talk about options and alternatives. So a jumping lunge, back knee touches the earth, front knee is over the front ankle, switch in the air. So it's an explosive movement. But I also know that some of you might be on cement, some of you might be on tile, and some of you just might have tender knees, right? I have days like that too. And so if you want to do step lunges, right, left, that is all good with me. But maybe if you want to give jumping lunges a try, or If you don't want to give them a try, but you know you should, maybe do a couple, and then you do step lunges for the rest of the 20 seconds. Okay, first movement is forearm plank, second movement is jumping lunges. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds. Remember, your forearm plank could also be a high plank. It's up to you. Just try to hold plank for the whole 20 seconds. Next is jumping lunges in 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Quick not a quick transition because you've got 10 seconds of transition. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds of jumping lunges. Switch your feet in the air. Three, 2, 1. Stop and transition. Okay, so you've noticed that there's a finite number of jumping lunges that you can do. So commit to it, give it a shot. Here's your forearm plank, go. Two, 1, stand up. 10 seconds of transition. Maybe give your shoulders a little shake. Maybe give your quads a little love. 3, 2, 1. Jumping lunges. Three, 2, 1. 10 seconds of transition. By the way, we're halfway through this Tabata. 3, 2, 1. Here's your plank. Three, 2, 1. Stand up. Couple deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jumping lunges. Three, 2, 1. Transition. 10 seconds. Getting started with your last minute of work. 20 seconds each. 2, 1. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Nice, that means planks are behind you. Now all you have next is 20 seconds of jumping lunges. In 2, 1, right here. Rest. Holy moly. That one got my quads lit up. Okay, nice job. Take a little breather. Couple nice deep breaths. Because the next Tabata, heck yeah, Doug. Because the next Tabata is also a combo of a strength movement and a cardio movement. We have skaters and push-ups. All right, so skaters, just to show you, is that right to left movement. Tap your back foot behind your front foot and get your arms into it. Line up, make it whole body. If jumping laterally right to left is not on the menu for you today, maybe because of ankle injuries, step. Still get your arms into it, right? Less jumping, more stable, just as delicious. And you know how to do a push-up. You know that the options for push-ups are strict and standard, or you can do transition, where you lower with the knees up, and then you press with the knees down. Lower with the knees up, press with the knees down. If the transition push-up is not an option for you today, and you need something slightly easier, grab a chair. I'm gonna grab this side. Laundry basket. And I would rather you do elevated push-ups than push-ups with the knees down. And the reason for that is because when you put the knees down, you pull a lot of the weight back into your glutes, and you're not getting the work across the shoulders. Okay. Same movement pattern. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Starts with skaters. Movement A is skaters. Movement B is push-ups. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds of work. Get the arms and legs into it. Find your rhythm. Don't think about it. Just keep moving. Remember, I've got an eye on the clock for you. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds of transition. Couple deep breaths. Pay special attention to the exhale. 2, 1, go. 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1, stand up. 10 seconds to transition. Back into the skaters. Shake the arms out. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right to left, left to right. Three, 2, 1. Transition. Back down to the push-ups. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, stand up. By the way, those are the only push-ups you're doing today. You're not even doing burpees. You're welcome. Skaters, here we go. You're halfway through. Three, 2, 1, back down to the mat. Three, 2, 1, 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1, stand up. Last minute, last time doing each of these movements. You got this. 3, 2, 1, right here. Dial it in. Three, 2, 1. Transition back to the mat. Last time doing push-ups. Shake the shoulders out. Get a couple, then get a couple more. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice job. Can I get a heck yeah from Doug? All right. Okay. New name for class, COVID Crusher. Oh my goodness. Yes. We're halfway through. That's 3 Tabatas down, 3 more to go. Give yourself a pat on the back, because what we have coming up next is jumping squats and butterfly sit-ups. For those of you who suffered during the jumping lunges and do not think you can attack some, oh yeah, Penelope, getting strong with those push-ups. Yes, girl. Okay, so for those of you who don't think you have another jumping movement in you, regular squats are great too. Okay, so a jumping, I'll demo both. A jumping squat, just like it sounds, at the bottom of a squat, stand all the way up, your feet should leave the floor. You don't need to launch yourself into the air, just high enough that I can see daylight under your foot, okay? Bottom of the squat, feet off the floor. So that's a jumping squat, or like I said, a regular standard squat, or some combination thereof. The next movement is a butterfly sit-up. So from your 20 seconds of squat, you're transitioning back to the ground. A butterfly sit-up is, you can see me better this way, knees together, or feet together, soles of the feet together, touch the ground overhead. Use your arms to swing up, that's fine. Touch your toes, okay? So I want you to sit all the way up so that you can reach your toes. I don't want any little heel touches or anything like that. I want you to sit all the way up. And the reason we do butterfly style is because when you bring the soles of your feet together and the knees out to the side, it switches off the hip flexors so that this is more about the abdominals than the strong hip flexors. We've done enough hip flexor today. But having said that, if for some reason butterfly sit-ups are hard on your low back, then by all means, regular sit-ups or long-legged sit-ups are also a good option. And then also, by the way, I just want to say this. The reason I'm doing a combo of a lot of movements that are up on the up standing and then back down on the ground is because part of the functionality of this style is getting up off the ground and back down to the ground. So the transitions are also part of your increase in fitness and general functional abilities. So enjoy that part as well. Jumping squats, butterfly sit-ups. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds of work. You got this. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 2, 1, transition back to the ground. 3, 2, 1, butterfly sit-ups. 20 seconds of work. And rest. Sorry, lost track of the time. Stand up. That's 1 minute down. 3 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Jumping squats. Three, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, back on the ground. Those are brutal. 3, 2, 1. Butterfly sit-ups. Three, 2, 1. Stand up. 2 minutes down. 2 to go. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. Back down on the ground. Last time. 2, 1. Here we go. And rest. Whew. Nice job. Little breather. Okay. For my Pilates crowd, you're gonna like this next combo is both of the movements are done in tabletop. We've got donkey kicks, and we've got fire hydrants. Little muscle groups, big burn. You will feel this one later. So the movements are, they look like this. Donkey kicks. We start. So all of these movements, these next two movements, pay particular attention to the orientation of your pelvis in relation to your shoulders. You'll notice, you can see it with me. I'm relaxed. I'm not activating my low belly here, and so my low back is sinking toward the earth. I want you to think about tucking your tailbone under, activating the low belly, lifting the low back so that it's neutral and safe and protected for the donkey kick. So donkey kicks start by just kicking the heel straight toward the sky, right? So you'll feel this in your hamstring and your glute. Imagine you're trying to kick a hole in the ceiling. So the way this is going to go, because it isolates one side, we will do the left leg, and then we'll do fire hydrants on that same leg, and then we'll go back to the right leg, and then fire hydrants on that same leg, and then we go back to the first leg. So just pay special attention. I will tell you exactly which leg and exactly which movement. So just to recap, donkey kicks, kicking the heel straight toward the sky, and then fire hydrants are taking this 90-degree angle of your knee and swinging it out to the side. From a front view, it looks like this, with the knee, and then I'm bringing it out to the side, hip level, and then back down. It's called a fire hydrant because that's what dogs look like when they're peeing. Okay, I didn't name it. We're gonna start with donkey kicks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right leg donkey kicks. Heel to the sky, 20 seconds. Kick that heel straight up toward the sky. You should feel your right glute working. You are in your right leg, just as a reminder. And then we're gonna stay in the right leg as we move to fire hydrants. 2, 1, 10 seconds of rest. 10 seconds of rest, and then we're getting into fire hydrants on the right leg. Fire hydrants on the right leg. 2, 1, here we go. Open it up out to the side. So as you probably noticed, this Tabata is not so much going to get into your cardiorespiratory endurance as your muscular fatigue. 2, 1, 10 seconds of rest. Now we're going to our left leg. Donkey kicks on the left leg, fire hydrants on the left leg. 3, 2, 1, left leg. Kick that heel straight toward the sky. Activate the belly so that the spine stays neutral. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds of rest. Next is fire hydrants on the left leg. Still on the left leg. 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. Three, 2, 1, and rest for 10 seconds. We're halfway through. We're going back to the right side. Donkey kicks with the right leg. In 3, 2, 1, right here. Three, 2, 1, and rest for 10. Lots of hips in this Tabata. 3, 2, 1. Fire hydrants on the right side. Ah. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, last leg, last minute. 3, 2, 1. Donkey kicks on the left. Three, 2, 1. 10 seconds. And then the last movement, fire hydrants on the left. 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1. Okay, 10 seconds. That's a nice burn. Okay, one final Tabata. You guys did such a good job. We made it to the end. We made it to our last and final 6th Tabata. We're finishing out with some nice core here because it's Superman's and a hovering tabletop. Okay, so Superman's being low back, hovering tabletop being abdominals. So we got some opposing core here. So you already know what Superman's look like, but just as a recap, we're picking up the arms and legs together. And if the arms are too heavy, then bend the elbows and turn it into parachuters, right? Because if you shorten the lever, you decrease the amount of effort that's put on those muscles. And then, so after Superman's, you're gonna come up to tabletop. But I said it's a hovering tabletop, and so what that looks like is you're gonna curl the toes under, and you're gonna pick the knees up and inch off the mat, okay? And so think of this as kind of like a plank, but maybe a little bit lighter because the knees are bent, and because the knees are bent, it's tucking the tailbone under, so you can really focus on your abdominals. It's not so much about the quads. Sometimes your quads can take a lot of the work in a plank, but this is not about the quads. Superman's hovering tabletops, and then you will stretch. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Three, 2, 1, rest for 10 seconds. Next is that hovering tabletop. 3, 2, 1. Pick the knees up off the earth. Tuck the tailbone under. Nice and stable and supported in the upper back. Three, 2, 1. Lie down on your belly. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Superman's. Two, 1. Rest. Rest in transition. If you're getting bored in hovering tabletop and you want to do something a little bit different, you might try walking your tabletop. Right, left. Picking up the opposite knee as hand. Maybe you walk just a couple inches. Kind of fun, and rest. Supermans are next. 2, 1, 20 seconds of Supermans. Three, 2, 1. 10 seconds to transition. 3, 2, 1. Floating tabletop. Establish that core. Little extra challenge. Try walking your tabletop. Can you experiment with where you're putting your body weight? Can you move exactly 25%? 2, 1, rest. What I was talking about is, can you move exactly 25% of your body weight in each of your limbs, rolling some of the weight into your hands? 2, 1, Supermans. Three, 2, 1, press up. 10 seconds to rest, 10 seconds to transition. 2, 1, floating tabletop. This is your last movement of the last Tabata. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Lie down on your back. Just immediately wherever you are, lie down on your back and hug your knees to your chest. Gently roll side to side. All right, now hug just the right knee to the chest. Relax the left knee down onto the earth. Now draw that right leg across the body to the left as your gaze goes out to the right. Spinal twist. All right, now go ahead and bring it on back to center. Switch sides, hug the left knee to the chest and draw the leg across the body to the right. All right, and then bring it back to center. We're gonna do a figure 4. I'm gonna do this seated. So seated figure 4, just pick up your right ankle, cross it over your left knee. You're supporting yourself with your hands behind your back. Nice opportunity to get a little stretch across the fronts of the shoulders. If you don't feel a stretch at all, then you can move your hips closer to your feet and just kind of smush down the footprint of this figure 4, or you can also lay back onto your back and hug the knee to the chest and use your arm to pull the leg in that way. Okay, now go ahead and switch sides. Just a reminder, these classes will continue all summer long. So I will be here every Monday at noon on my laptop in my garage, and I hope that you will continue to join me. Honestly, these classes have been like the highlight of my quarantine. This has been so fun to see you all every week. And it's fun too that sometimes it's a different crowd, and but I see a lot of the same faces. So thank you all for being part of this. I know that this would not be happening if you didn't show up. So thanks for that. All right, go ahead and stand up. Now let's stretch our shoulders real quick. Stretch the arm across the body. And then let's switch arms. Switch the other arm across the body. I want to give a shout out to the Pepperdine seniors. Congratulations. I don't know if we have any Pepperdine seniors here in our crew, but I bet some of you know some seniors. So congratulations to the Pepperdine and frankly all the seniors around the country. You are worth celebrating, and your work is something to be proud of. So way to go. All right, go back to your first arm and then go ahead and just the back scratcher. So have the hand behind the neck and then grab hold of the elbow as you pull it. You're gonna stretch your tricep. And switch.